Hello, and welcome to Better Mental. Let's be honest, anger is something we all experience. It flares up when we feel disrespected, unheard, or when life doesn't go the way we expect. Sometimes it's justified, sometimes it's destructive, and sometimes it feels completely out of our control. But what if I told you that you don't have to be a slave to anger? What if you could train your mind to handle any situation without losing your cool? This isn't about suppressing anger or pretending it doesn't exist. That doesn't work. Instead, it's about mastering it, understanding it so well that it no longer has power over you, because when you truly master your emotions, you become unstoppable. The first thing you need to know is that anger is never about what's happening in the moment. It's about perception. It's about expectation. It's about the story you tell yourself. Someone cuts you off in traffic. You get angry. Why? Because in your mind, they disrespected you. Because you believe they should have driven more carefully. But what if they didn't see you? What if they're rushing to the hospital to see a loved one? Same situation, different perspective. And in that shift of perspective, anger loses its grip on you. That's the first key to never getting angry. Detach yourself from expectations. Most anger comes from expecting the world, people, or even yourself to behave in a certain way. And when reality doesn't match those expectations, frustration takes over. The more flexible you become with your expectations, the harder it is for anger to take hold. Expect people to be flawed. Expect things to go wrong sometimes. Expect that not everyone will see the world the way you do. When you accept this, you stop wasting energy fighting reality. The second key is to master your response time. Anger thrives in impulsive reactions. The more instantly you react, the less control you have. But the moment you create space between the event and your response, you reclaim your power. Next time something makes you angry, pause. Just pause. Take a deep breath. Count to 5. That small delay allows your logical brain to step in before your emotional brain takes over. Because here's the truth. If you don't control your anger will control you. Another powerful technique is reframing anger into curiosity. Instead of reacting with rage, ask yourself, why am I feeling this? What is this anger really about? Maybe you're not mad at your friend for being late. Maybe you're mad because you feel like your time isn't valued. Maybe you're not mad at your boss for criticizing your work. Maybe you're frustrated because deep down, you doubt yourself. When you turn anger into curiosity, you take control. You shift from an emotional reaction to a problem-solving mindset. And let's talk about something important. Ego. Anger is often just ego in disguise. When someone insults you, when someone disrespects you, when things don't go your way, your ego takes a hit. You feel attacked. You feel wronged. But let me ask you, do you want to be right, or do you want to be at peace? When you let go of the need to always prove a point, to always win in an argument, to always defend your pride, you become untouchable. No one can trigger you because you're not playing the game. Now, what about the times when anger seems completely justified? When someone truly wrongs you? When injustice happens? In those moments, anger can be fuel, but only if you use it wisely. There's a difference between anger controlling you and you using anger as a tool for change. If something upsets you, ask yourself, can I do something about this? If yes, take action. If no, let it go. Because holding on to anger when you have no power to change the situation is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. Let's not forget the power of physical and mental discipline. Your body and mind are connected. When you neglect your physical health, when you're sleep deprived, when you're stressed, when your diet is full of junk, your emotional control weakens. Exercise regularly, meditate, breathe deeply. Keep your body strong, and your mind will follow. The more disciplined you become in your daily habits, the less likely anger is to control you. There's one final, but possibly the most important, lesson. Learn to laugh at life. Anger is serious, but that doesn't mean you have to be. Most things we get angry about won't matter in a week, let alone a year. Have you ever looked back on something that made you furious and laughed at how trivial it seems now? Why wait? Laugh now? Find humor in your mistakes, in the absurdity of life, in the things you can't control. Laughter is the quickest way to diffuse anger because it reminds you that nothing is as big as your mind makes it seem. So let's recap. Detach from expectations. Master your response time. Reframe anger into curiosity. Let go of ego. Use anger as fuel, not a prison. Strengthen your body and mind. And, most importantly, learn to laugh. You have a choice in every moment. You can be someone who reacts impulsively, who lets anger dictate their life, who loses control when things don't go their way. Or you can be someone who stays calm, who observes without reacting, who owns their emotions, instead of being owned by them. That choice is in your hands. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Better Mental. This is a space for growth, for self-improvement, for mastering your mind. And if you know someone who struggles with anger, share this with them. You never know who needs to hear it. Keep pushing forward. Keep mastering yourself. And remember, you are in control.